She backed into the wrong person. She hit the wrong person. What a good show. Bantha fodder. I know what that means now. Today I have a very special lineup of Karens. Some of them will make you cringe, laugh, cry, all the emotions on the human spectrum. And as always, I'm saving the best Karen for last. Sometimes you just got to build up to the crazy. So I'm going to kick off today's Karen video with one that is near and dear to my heart because this has actually happened to me. I live in a fishing town. I grew up on a fishing town, going to the beach, surfing, skateboarding, fishing. So I've personally witnessed incidents like this happen. This woman here, she apparently has some kind of love affinity with stingrays.
They can't. They cut the stinger off. It's not gonna live.
Oh, cool! Stinger how? They don't have stingers.
Well, first of all, stingrays do have stingers. Not all of them have stingers. Some of them. That's why they're called stingrays. She is like the stereotypical Karen. She's crazy. She looks like she's partially balding. You know, never leaves her house to go anywhere because she's got to take care of her 15 cats.
¿Lo van a dejar? ¿Lo van a dejar que lo van a dejar que se lo manden?
They're rare. Move, man. No, then take it right now. Get out of here.
Oh no! Here comes Karen's friend. She's already attacking. Like nothing's even happened. Why are they attacking so swiftly?
Get out.
Wait a minute.
You do it, man. I'll do it to you, man. I got a stinger. I got a hook.
All right, wetsuit Karens are not to be trifled with because they've got something to prove. If you see a Karen and she's wearing a wetsuit, run.
Hey, ¿sí tienen licencia para pescar o no? Sí. ¿Y por qué no se lo llevan entonces?
It doesn't matter. They're sea. Thank you. The women are trying. You're worried about a stinger? They don't have stingers.
That's gonna die.
Oh, why don't you go away? You probably eat fish.
I do.
You probably eat fish. Who doesn't eat fish? What? It's funny because she says it like it's an insult. I love how this guy, he's just, yeah, I eat fish. I mean, I would love to be here in this situation because this is where I would stand up and just start singing, "Adadasi," just to infuriate the Karen for absolutely no other reason.
Then get out of California. You're not born here.
If you eat fish, you're not born in California. That's a revelation.
¿Tienen licencia para pescar o no? Sí. ¿Y por qué no se lo llevan entonces?
It doesn't matter. They're sea. Thank you. The women are trying. You're worried about a stinger? They don't have stingers.
That's gonna die.
Oh, why don't you go away? You probably eat fish.
I do.
Then get out of California. You're not born here.
Stingrays don't have stingers. Try telling that to Steve Irwin. Shut up, Karen.
It's ridiculous.
And you gotta admire, too, how all three of these Karens, they probably live together, would be my guess. In the scariest dungeon house full of old newspapers and magazines from National Geographic. But you gotta admire how they are struggling so hard to get this stingray into the water. It's like, pick it up and throw it in the water. It's so slippery, ew. How are you gonna complain about how hard it is to save the thing that you're complaining about to save? It's a lot to take in, man.
What do I do? You were born in California. No, you were not. You were not.
Hey! Hey!
I'm a fisherwoman from New Jersey.
She wasn't born in California. I'm literally just confused at this point.
I've been fishing since I was a little kid. I would never do this.
Yeah, they do.
I love how she tries to comfort the stingray. As if the stingray gives a squid about her in any way. Thank you, Karen, for patting me on the head when I'm surrounded by all these strange animals that are probably going to eat me. Clearly, lady, you're not going to get... You couldn't even get it in the water. How are you going to drag this thing through the sand? Come on. Just stop it, Karen.
Watch out. Hooked out of them! They will put every German from Germany in prison!
I'm gonna listen to that again. What is she talking about? Do they even have stingrays in Germany? I don't know.
They will put every German from Germany in prison!
They will put every German from Germany in prison? But this guy's Spanish. He's not even German. Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, I got pooped on.
Obviously,
I got pooped on.
he's not.
Can anyone even understand what she's saying? I understood what this man just said. The proper term to describe someone acting in the manner that she's acting. Punta. Does the algorithm work for Spanish? I don't know. I guess I'm gonna find out. But the fun doesn't stop there. She actually follows these guys into the freaking parking lot. I mean, he was probably gonna let it go until Karen came up and started trying to force him to put the stingray back. So this is a chameleon Karen. She shifts from the beach to the parking lot in an instant.
I'm with the state of California! I was born here! PITA! PIT Protection Irish Taxation Animals! Get out!
Nobody knows what she's talking about, but that doesn't really matter, does it? And here we have yet another Karen in a parking lot. Doesn't get any more Karen-y than this.
I don't see any sign here that says that.
Well, then we'll get one posted.
Okay, so when there's a sign here, then
If
we
you
will
bring
abide by
those
it.
dogs in, I will get the cops on your ass so
Lady,
quick
go
you won't
ahead.
know what
Go
happened.
ahead, lady. Go right
You think
ahead.
it's funny?
Oh, it's not even her dog. But obviously, I don't see this dog being an issue. They're walking through a parking lot. What kind of threat could they possibly be posing? Doesn't look very vicious to me. The dog doesn't even realize it's a Karen. He went up to her and sniffed her like, pet me.
You think it's funny, huh? I hope you get COVID-19. You're such a fucking
I hope
ass.
you get.
That's a little overboard, Karen. A little overboard. Now, we all know Karens and dogs go together like cookies and cream. So here we have a Karen at a dog park, which is where most Karens go just to show their head. Why do they like to congregate at dog parks? And nobody knows yet. As we study their interactions more in the wild, we continue to get a better understanding of what Karen's daily rituals are. Here's Karen at a dog park.
The size of your dog. Are you kidding
Don't worry about my dog. He's not doing anything to your dog.
me? You know what? My dog is attacked by big dogs, so I'm very sensitive to big dogs.
My dog's over there. So I don't know why you're going after my dog. That's for big dogs. They're gonna attack my dog. So you need to mind your own business.
Now, for anyone that's ever owned a dog, they probably know. Smaller dogs tend to be a lot more vicious. Already, it's a little sus. The only dog I see showing aggression is Karen's dog.
We have a Karen right here.
So now she messed up the whole video by saying we have a Karen right here. It almost ruins the luster just slightly when you call them a Karen in a video. I can't make a video on Karens without at least showing another drive-through Karen, because they are perhaps my absolute favorite of all time, because everybody's gone through the drive-through. Everybody's had problems at one time or another in a drive-through. Well, my Karen story from the drive-through. I had been waiting in line at McDonald's 10 minutes, waiting to pull in because the line was so long. As soon as the line starts to move, another big SUV comes up and cuts me off. They weren't even in the parking lot. I had been sitting there for 10 minutes. Tries to jump in front of me. I keep moving and say, Karen, not today. A fight ensues. use some choice words. We yell back and forth. After I ordered my food, with her honking and screaming and yelling at me, she followed me home, so I thought. I pull into my driveway, get ready to go inside and call the police, and she pulls her car in right next door where she lives. Yeah. But luckily I spoke to her husband, and her husband yelled at her. No lie, he really did. He yelled at her. It's messed up. This Karen wasn't trying to get in the line. She was actually trying to get out of line.
Fuck around my car, I'm gonna hand you. I will hand you because you're not letting me out. That's unsafe. So you're not letting me out. I feel unsafe. I will ram your car.
I think the only person that's unsafe in this situation is the people in the car. If you feel unsafe, it's probably because you're standing right next to all these moving cars.
So you can either, one, move the fuck out of the way, or I'm gonna feel unsafe and I'm gonna ram your car.
Right now, you're being the aggressor.
Matt, I'm letting you
need to
know.
stop harassing our customer.
Hey,
I feel do
go
not.
back in your
I
car.
don't feel it. I don't pop.
And the flailing begins. This is when you know things are about to escalate.
I don't
can
feel
go around,
safe.
don't harass them. They're not
I
doing
don't feel
anything
safe
to
to
you.
go around.
They're parked for a reason.
letting
If I
you
get
know.
booked, I'm calling the cops.
Have you been
Good.
drinking?
She's all fucked
No,
up.
I have not.
Just
You
like
certainly
this
sound like you're high
So
or
I'm
drunk.
letting you
I'm
know.
calling the cops.
Good.
Don't harass them.
Call the cops.
They're not doing anything
I
to
don't
you. You
feel
can go around.
safe,
Why? Because
and
you're
I'm
all
not
drugged
going.
out.
I'm not
You're
going
drugged out.
around.
Leave them alone.
I'm
They're
not
doing
going
anything
around.
to you. I park.
It's like so contradictory. She's saying, I don't feel safe, and I'm not going to move. I mean, if you didn't feel safe, wouldn't you just want to, like, leave and get out of there?
Park them for a
I'm
reason.
letting you know
Okay?
that I don't feel safe to go around.
Get out my
That
face.
is
Stop!
my-
Stop it right now!
Touch me.
Don't fucking touch me, bitch, because I'm gonna
No.
open the door with you. You had
And look at the people in this car. They're just literally just looking at her like,
You just touched me.
you had her finger right here. What are you expecting?
Just
No.
Oh, this is great.
I got your license number. I work at DMV. You're gonna get in a
Oh, I am.
Yeah,
You
you
think
are.
I am?
Put your hands on
Go
that
for
lady.
it.
I do work
Go
there.
for it.
Are you
Go
sick or something?
for
Is
it.
something wrong with
One
you?
thing, I'm sober, which is great.
I can sense the sarcasm through those teeth. This is a person who wants to be drunk so bad, she knows no other way to do it than to just try destroying people's lives and give herself a reason to go home and drink herself into oblivion.
I hope so.
They come and they're blocking my way out of here. You told them I could not get out of here without them going. So this is going to be amazing.
I have a feeling that it is.
Amazing.
If that's not the scariest thing you've seen today, I feel sorry for you. She's planning something very mischievous and probably destructive. This is the moment when you decide, are we going to go through with this, or do we just want to go home and eat our fries?
Without them going. So this is going to be amazing. Amazing.
She looks like she's drugged out or not drunk or something. She looks like she's like in her mid-30s. I'm sorry?
I got a whole
Oh, she's having second thoughts. Don't let me down, Karen.
bunch of it on film.
She's thin. Can you get the license plate?
Yeah, soon.
It doesn't look like she has tattoos, no.
Aw, what a letdown.
There's no front plate.
Block, bitch. Block.
The cameraman has the right idea. Get out of the way. She backed into the wrong person. She hit the wrong person. This person was just going through the drive-thru. Like, they didn't have anything to do with it at all. Nothing to do with the situation. What a moron.
Holy shit! Total hit and run! Hit and run! 6VVH469! She just smashed that car!
And then she just drives away. facing no consequences until the guy with the camera shows the recording to the police officers that shows up and they go to her house and arrest her for hit and run, which is a felony. Hopefully you've discovered something today about how to interact with them in wild or how to avoid having your car smashed in when there is a Karen in the immediate vicinity. Check out some of my other Karen videos I've done. There's a whole lot of them, and we can discover how to deal with Karens in the wild together. They're very educational. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and tell me, do you guys like these Karen videos? Because I like making them. And keep an eye out for my upcoming videos. I do plan on having some really fun videos. There's one I'm planning where I'm going to be sleeping on an actual haunted island with an Indian burial ground. That should be fun. Catch you guys in the next video. That's a wrap.